DoorDash has a brand new pay called Weather Impact Pay. And this is going to be more due to when there's actually severe weather. So it's not going to be just like, oh, it's sprinkling rain or just regular rain. It's going to be just a little bit more than that. This is going to be more talking about severe weather. Because at the time of shooting this video, the country has been impacted by winter weather that's even came all the way down and through Dallas area with snow and ice. And this has impacted so many different states. And a lot of us could be seeing that weather impact pay even today. Because even just recently, DoorDash actually shut it all down in my market and some of your markets as well. Because we see right here in my market, in the DFW, it says area shut down due to severe weather. That right there surprised me altogether. I was like, when does DoorDash ever shut the whole thing down? So that was really impressive for me. So let's actually look at some of DoorDash's severe weather protocol. It says to help Dashers stay safe during extreme weather such as hurricanes or blizzards. So right there, it kind of gives you a hint example of severe weather, hurricanes or blizzards. DoorDash has developed an industry-leading severe weather protocol. We're constantly monitoring live weather conditions on the ground along with the updated guidance from the local authorities. In addition, our precision monitoring system takes into account the impact of weather on Dashers, including delays and cancellations. Combined, our monitoring capabilities sharpened our ability to quickly assess conditions and help keep communities safe. In extreme weather, DoorDash can activate the protocol by adjusting or suspending operations in an area. We're able to pull different levers depending on the severity of the storm, including real-time alerts. Now, this is around the clock. We send Dashers push notifications when severe weather is heading their way. Now, I have seen that. From extreme heat or cold to fires, floods, hurricanes, hail, snow, these alerts help Dashers stay informed on the road to make safety decisions fast, especially when conditions can change in an instant. Next is pickup only. Sometimes it's safe to walk around the city and pick up dinner, but driving a vehicle of any kind could be unsafe. In those situations, we'll switch to customer pickup only. Now, isn't that interesting? Switching to customer pickup only. So it's like pretty much pick up your own dang food. LOL. Anyways, suspending operations. If conditions make it unsafe to be on the roads, we'll temporarily suspend operations in the market altogether. When this happens, we communicate clearly with the merchants, consumers, and Dashers, and reopen only when it's safe to do so. And that's pretty much what happened there in my market when it was like completely just nothing. Then they opened up the floodgates, which we'll see in a moment. But with this weather impact fee, now where does this fee come from? Of course, it has to come from somewhere. It comes from the customer. So let's read. During bad weather, demand for delivery can dramatically outpace the number of available Dashers. That means customers end up with incredibly long wait times and canceled orders. Merchants end up with orders going bad and food wasted. Dashers may not feel like their efforts are valued or worthwhile, and this imbalance becomes too severe. We can be enforced to stop delivering altogether. In those situations where it's not a matter of safety, but a matter of balancing the marketplace, customers may see a new weather impact fee. And as I said, the fee for them, the pay for us. Now, that goes 100% to the Dashers making deliveries in the impacted area. Now that makes you think, well, there may be like some customers may say, well, if I had to pay the impact fee, I'm not going to leave a tip because that is my tip. But this is definitely going to be like the little bit extra. But in a normal customer's mind, they'll actually have some sort of understanding and be like, okay, yeah, it is pretty bad out there, but I'm still going to give my normal tip. And sometimes that over and beyond tip, because there's been so many times where I've been down in the pouring down rain, thunder and lightning. It's been this and that. And people have tipped me more just because of the weather elements, but not everybody. So if this weather impact fee slash pay to us is like only what, $2-3 maybe. So it's almost like it turns the average $2 base pay to $4 or $5. But then if you have peak pay involved, where DoorDash is actually putting forward that extra money just on their behalf, then they can kind of make a little bit more of a difference and make it more what, like they were saying, more worthwhile. Let's keep going. When in effect, the fee helps it make it more worthwhile for the Dashers to be on the road and helps keep delivering running when it's safe to do so. Customers see the fee in app while they're ordering and can see additional information about the fee. And it's for before they ever place an order. They'll also see an additional reminder about the fee and its purpose at checkout. And Dashers will see these earnings in their peak pay. So if we're going to see these in our peak pay, our peak pay may look somewhere like this in my market. Of course, even right now, it says $3, $2, and $1 right now for a grand total of $6. And this is all due to the horrible weather. Because as we look right here, I just clicked on the $3, which is right there on the very top, and it says how this works. Earn extra money on each delivery you complete during the specific day and time in the eligible starting points. If a starting point has multiple PPay programs, you'll receive the combined amounts. So they'll put it all there together. Now, looking at this, where you see the $3, $2, and $1 right there all together to make $6. Now, if you click on the $2, it'll actually show up like this. So you still have the same verbiage, but now we see that extra weather impact pay, which is $2. This peak pay is funded by a temporary weather impact fee applied to customer orders. 100% of the fee goes to the Dashers delivering in the affected areas. So bam, there is the impact pay. So if we're going to be out there in the elements, we got to make sure we are staying safe. So there are some tips to stay safe that DoorDash has us to kind of have in our minds here during these storms. We regularly send Dashers safety tips for drivers during severe weather, including when conditions are snowy or icy. Driving in the snow can be a challenge even for the most experienced drivers. Here's what we recommend during conditions like Winter Storm Fern, which is what we're in right now. They say use extra caution. As snow builds, it can take longer to reach your destination. Take turns slowly and proceed with caution, even if there's no visible ice in the road. Use extra caution early in the morning and evening when black ice is likely to form. Bullet point 2, check your vehicle. Dashers who live in colder climates may require extra maintenance for their vehicles, as lower temperatures can affect brake pads and other vehicle functions. Stay prepared by testing brakes, signal lights, and all your vehicle's safety features before dashing in severe weather. Bullet point 3, know your limits. Everyone has different levels of comfort and experience driving in winter conditions, and the conditions are expected to change quickly throughout the weekend. If you feel uncomfortable or unsafe, stop dashing. There is nothing worth sacrificing your own safety over. Man, that could have been put in bold right there, but I'm glad that they still said it. Over the past few months, we've developed new tools like in-app surveys that seek Dashers' input for smarter reopening, faster tornado shutdowns, and more clear in-app communications for Dashers when we are forced to shut down due to weather. So all you have to do is when you go to the app, and if you're in shutdown mode, or then on the bottom it says, let us know the road conditions that are near you. It says, take a survey. This is the survey that they're talking about right now. And the survey looks a little bit like this. It says weather safety check. So question number 1 here, there was a severe weather event in your area. Do you think it's safe to dash right now? You can either click on yes, it is safe, or no, it's not safe. Question number 2, are the roads clear and free of hazards and obstructions? You can say, yes, they are, or you can say, no, there aren't. And down below, you can actually give and share more details of a description of what you're seeing that's around you. Then all you have to do is click submit and you're good. You're actually letting DoorDash know about your area, about your market, or what you're actually seeing. So then kind of gauge and weigh the things that's in your area. Maybe they start seeing a lot of dashers saying, oh, it's good enough to go out, and maybe they'll reopen your market. Maybe that's what this thing is for, you know? Now, DoorDash actually has how to prepare to drive in bad weather. Dasher safety is always priority for DoorDash. Here are some general tips to keep in mind, especially during bad weather. Service your vehicle. Before dashing, keep your vehicle maintenance up to date, from worn brake pads to low tire pressures. Falling behind on upkeep and increased risk under difficult conditions. So have your ride checked by an expert on a regular schedule. Next is prioritize safety. While dashing in poor weather conditions, pay close attention to speed limits and follow rules of the road. Include slowing down when the roads may be slippery or when there's low visibility. But above all, prioritize safety. If weather conditions seems too risky, trust your instinct and wait till it's safe to get on the road again. And as always, wear a seatbelt. Regardless of the weather conditions, wearing a seatbelt at all times is critical to road safety. And just for an example that happened in my market, when my market actually opened, it was like bing, bling, bing, bling. It's peak bait time, $6. It's been a while since I've seen a $6 peak pay in my market. How you doing? Then you see multiple different areas where it's like $3, and it's a more place at $6. And if you look at actual Dallas right there, it is $10. Now, how long has it been since I've seen a $10 peak pay? I don't know. Have I? Wow. And if you know earn per offer is $6, we can know that earn by time is generally what? Double. So we see an extra $12, which now makes earn by time $24.75 active hour plus tips. And I know there's other places that's even more. So how awesome is that? And be sure to actually put your comments down below of what you've been experiencing in your market, from the weather. Have you been shut down? Have you been brought back up again? What type of peak pay have you been seeing now? What's the biggest amount of peak pay you've ever seen? And how big have these orders been while you've been dashing in weather like this? Even if you had even dash at all. But I hope you were informed and enjoyed this video. So if you haven't already, hit that like button. If you haven't yet, hit that subscribe button and see me in the next video.